Mobile technology in the classroom. What is the role of mobile technology in the classroom? Most schools have placed a ban on cell phone use on campus and in the classroom, but students still bring their cell phones anyways. Students carry around mini computers, so why don't we as educators put that technology to good use? The technology that's included in cell phones and mobile technology gives students instant access to all kinds of information and applications. Mobile technology teaches students to use the technology they already have on their cell phones, tablets, or even computers. It helps them get a better understanding of the curriculum by making assignments and activities more interactive and getting them more involved with their assignments. What are 5 ways that I can use mobile technology to support teaching and learning in my future classroom? The first way that I can use mobile technology in my classroom is by collecting data and conducting surveys. PollEverywhere.com allows you to gather live audience or class responses anywhere at any time. Participants have multiple ways of submitting their responses. They can use their cell phone, computer, or tablet to go to the website and submit their answer. They can also use their cell phone to text in their response to a certain number. Poll Everywhere allows you to do customizable charts, tables, and change your questions. Students can use Poll Everywhere to conduct surveys themselves for assignments. Instead of having to go around and count how many people want pizza for lunch and how many people want hamburgers, these students can just text in their answers and then it's immediate. They have the data. They can immediately create a survey. Teachers can allow students to immediately give them feedback on their lecture or their class assignments. And teachers can also ask open-ended questions during presentations or lectures and ask for that feedback, for that discussion, that interaction. Cell phones nowadays have cameras and they have the ability to play back videos. Teachers can record their lectures and students can watch the lectures outside of the classroom. And then teachers can also spend their actual class time working with their students on the assignments instead of spending majority of your class time trying to get them the information. They come into the class knowing it and then the teacher can actually help them and guide them with their actual assignments instead of trying to teach them and then sending them off on their own to go and do the work themselves. I also got to doing some research and students are going to be more likely to watch a video, even if it's 20 minutes long, than to complete 10 minutes of actual homework. They see the video as easier, as more fun than having to sit down at a desk and complete a 30-page or a 30-question multiple choice test or a quiz. It's just they're more likely to actually do their homework, and then you can actually have more one-on-one time with them in the classroom to help any questions. Another way that you can use mobile technology in the classroom is staying in contact. And that's not only with the students, but that's with the parents too. The students and the parents are always going to have some kind of question. And with mobile technology, you have instant access to email, phone calls, or even a text message. And students can ask questions and get that immediate feedback for something instead of having to wait until they come into class the next morning and they haven't done their assignment because they were confused on something, they weren't sure on something. And that kind of eliminates that. And then parents also get to stay in contact and stay updated on what their kid is doing in school, what their assignments are, what they're going to be doing this week, and what they're learning. With just other teachers, but just people throughout the world. There's applications and websites all over the place that allows people just anywhere to share ideas and resources. Pinterest, for example, allows individuals to create an online board to pin ideas to. And I already have a Pinterest board for my future classroom. Ideas on Pinterest might include how to decorate your classroom. They might include lesson plans, some activities that you could do, some different assignments, how to involve your students more in discussions. And there's so much on Pinterest that it blows your mind. I have probably like 200 and something pins on my Pinterest board. Mobile technology also allows instant access to files and documents. Programs such as Dropbox actually have an app that you can download on your phone, and you can save documents on one computer or one phone or tablet, and then you can go back later and pull it up on another phone or another computer. I could use this personally because I might create a document at home on my phone or on my computer, and then later on, whenever I go to pull it up to share it with my class, I may not be able to connect my phone to the projector. I may not be able to bring my home desktop computer that I did it on. I need to be able to pull it up on that laptop or that computer that I have right there that's connected to the projector. And using Dropbox allows you to do that. What are 5 ways my students can use mobile technology to support their learning? One great way that I saw was recording group discussions. Small group discussions really give all the students more of a chance to participate in a discussion. If you assigned your class to read a book and they're on chapter 3, there's only so many ways that they can answer the same question, so not all of your students are really going to be able to get involved. By breaking them up into smaller groups, then that gives 4 or 5 people in each group a chance to really discuss with each other, and everybody really gets a chance to participate. It's also very difficult for one single teacher to listen and observe every group at once. So I saw where one teacher was talking about having their students record their own group discussions on their phone and then submitting it to the teacher. And that way the teacher can go back and observe and listen to what the whole group was saying, and then she can go in and give better feedback to each individual group and know where they're at with this book, what they're learning from it. Students to post their feedback and responses for the entire class to see. It gives the teacher a platform for instant feedback. My idea was about students using Wafidi for storytelling. Students can text their observations or their notes or whatever it is that they learned during a field trip, or for example. And it makes an interactive board that the class can go back and discuss later on the Wafidi screen whenever they're back in the classroom. I just thought that was really neat, and that'd be something that could be really beneficial, because if you go to the zoo, students aren't going to want to carry around a notebook and a pen, and they're not going to want to write down everything, but they're going to have their phone in their hand, and they love to text. So why not let them text in what they're thinking or what they're seeing and what they're learning, and then you can go back later and really see, and everybody can see it and everybody can discuss it. Another thing that I learned about is ChaCha. ChaCha is a human-guided search engine. It provides free, real-time answers to any question through its website or mobile application. One really great thing about ChaCha that I think that my students could use would be that they can text a question into the ChaCha number and receive an almost immediate answer. ChaCha really helps to eliminate all the stressful work of finding reliable sources and information. And I really think that my students could benefit from ChaCha by allowing them to get the information they need faster to complete any type of research assignment. Another really great program is Schooltown. Schooltown gives students a chance to experience what they call blended learning. It combines both the traditional in the classroom teacher teaching learning, and then it also combines the online student has to be self-motivated learning. I really think it's important for students to learn to complete schoolwork online. With the way that technology is advancing and as many classes that are offered online now, I think it's not a far shot to say that whenever these students go to college, they're eventually going to have some kind of online class. By using Schooltown, students already have experience of online classes. They're not just kind of thrown out there and they have no self-motivation, they have no discipline, and aren't really sure even how to learn online. I could give a lecture in my class and then have my students' assignments on Schooltown. And I just think that that would be a whole lot easier as a teacher because I don't have to go through 20 to 30 tests and go through and grade them. I mean, it's all online. The last one is GoKnow. GoKnow lets students use word processors, spreadsheets, and art programs plus more on their cell phones. It basically turns their smartphone into an actual computer. Students can create, for example, a concept map. I saw one teacher was talking about doing the water cycle. And not only can they create it on their phone, but they can also submit it all online. But the really neat thing about GoKnow is that a student can sit there with their cell phone instead of trying to move them to a computer lab. They can use their cell phone to create some kind of concept map on the water cycle, or to write a paper on it, or to create some kind of spreadsheet on it even. And say they don't finish it in class that day, they have it all right there that they're taking it with them, that they can work on it later. I know that that was always just a really big hassle if a student didn't get to finish in class that day. If we went to the computer lab, if a student doesn't get to finish, then it's going to put them way behind. It's going to put the teacher in a bind because she can't take that one student to the computer lab to go finish. And what happens if somebody accidentally deletes it? This way, students have it right there at their fingertips at all times.